Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to be bringing you one card using the Picket Studios A Rose stamp as well as their Weathering the Storm Together stamp, and also using the Spectrum Noir Tri-Blend in Pale Pink blend. This particular marker came in the boho stamp card kit box from Simon Says Stamp, and I thought it was perfect to use for this particular rose stamp. And I quite like how the rose ended up coming out by using this tri-blend marker. And the black, the outline you see there is the Intense Black from Simon Says Stamp, which is a Copic friendly marker. The paper I used is not too alcohol friendly. I don't know what this paper was. I again just had it behind me, and a random piece of paper that I thought looked good. Next time though, personal note, I need to keep track of which pieces of paper are Copic friendly and which ones aren't. That would be the only thing I would change about this, is maybe know what kind of paper you have on hand. But anyways, I didn't really, when I was coloring this in, I did not, try and find light sources or shadows or anything. I just kind of did what felt right. And it kind of worked in the end, and wasn't really too difficult or anything. I just wish that this was how fast I actually colored this particular rose, because it did take quite a while for me to color, which was probably by choice or subconscious or what have you. But yeah, it ended up looking great. It was a lot of fun. I listened to a couple podcasts, and that probably is what distracted me and made it turn out longer than what needed to, but that's okay. I had time to myself and had a lot of fun and was productive of sorts. So when I was coloring this in, I didn't really have a plan of what I was going to do for the card. I just knew that I wanted to use this stamp because I love a big stamp, and I don't have a die cut or anything for this particular rose, so I just fussy cut that off camera. I'm not going to show you that, but I knew I wanted to use this, like I said, and I wanted to just I didn't have a plan until I got to, after I cut it out, I thought, okay, well, what am I going to do? And I ended up using a stencil and something and some distress oxides that I didn't actually end up using as the background to this particular card. I used I guess the leftover mica that I sprayed from the Santa Bauble cards that came out last week. I just had a piece of paper that I laid on top of my mat and just picked up all of the leftover mica and then let that dry, and then it was in my stash of to be used paper, and so that's what I used ultimately for the background. But yeah, you saw me go in with aged mahogany on the rose, as well as this ephemera, or this piece of paper that I bought off of, I believe it was Ranger ink that I got this from. I'll leave a link or something down below. And I wanted the focal point to be on the woman that you see there. Everyone else is sort of aged. I did end up cutting it in half and then fussy cut just an outline of her and the two people to our left, and put that on the base of the background, which you briefly saw there. And I wanted to put the rose on the back of the card base, so that's what I did. I just took the aged mahogany, stamped that, then put my Love from Glen Ives stamp on the back as well. Got some Simon Says Stamp craft glue and just, doused that background with the glue, and then took I don't have like something heavy to really flatten a piece of paper, so I just took my Amazon Misty and just let that sit overnight, and it came out perfectly flat, so it worked just great. Then after I let that dry, I glued the pretty woman on the bottom left. And this is the background that was from the leftover mica sprays, as you saw. This is a random scrap piece of paper where I was playing around with micas and distress oxides and a bunch of other things. And yeah, that turned out perfect as well. Then I stamped up one of the stamps from the Picket Fence Studios, Weathering the Storm Together stamp set, and it says, "Scars are not the signs of weakness, they are the symbols of strength and survival." And I thought that was beautiful and just sort of poignant, I guess, and stamped that on that piece of paper. Got out some Ranger, I believe this was just gold, embossing powder. Got my little heat tool, heat this up, and I did slow this down just so you can enjoy the transition from powder to solid gold. Yeah, and that was a lot of fun. I love embossing powder. Yeah, I love it. And then I wanted this to be on the right side of the woman, or our right side. So I also, though, wanted a right angle, so I did not cut the right half of the piece of paper, so it just lines up perfectly with the outside of the card base. I lifted up the rose with a Simon Says Stamp Big Mama foam tape, and then I had some sentiment strips from Tim Holtz, and then I have these random extra ephemera that I bought off Amazon a long time ago. Put that butterfly down, let it dry, and just that was it. That was the rest of the card, and I really love how it turned out. Yeah, let me know what you think in the comments below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you on the flip side.